Today's module is entitled How to Be Happy in Life. Hey everyone, this is Christopher Brown here again from AlphaLifestyleAcademy.com. Now, if you have any questions about anything that we're going to cover in today's module, you can reach out to our support staff through this little chat box that you'll find here in the bottom right-hand corner of the webpage. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we're diving headfirst into the whole pleasure versus happiness debate. Trust me, this isn't your average bedtime story. We're getting into some deep stuff. You know, the kind of stuff that makes you question your very existence. First off, we gotta get our brains in check. It's all about those brain chemicals, people. Pleasure gets our buddy dopamine all fired up, while happiness is like serotonin's playground. Scientists call serotonin the happiness hormone, which sounds like a party, right? This module is like a treasure map of happiness. It's all pointing out to 6 big X marks the spot. We're talking income, health, generosity, tolerance, social connections, and trust. These are the keys to unlocking the treasure chest of happiness. Before we continue, stress, anxiety, and depression are all warning signs from the body that something is not right. Now, I want to invite you to visit traitsofhappiness.com, where we'll dive into the 7 traits of happy people. Or if you're watching this video on our website, you can just click on the banner that says free video. So let's dive back into this with the biochemistry of happiness. Think about life as a big car chase. We're all trying to escape suffering. We chase cars, money, new love, you name it, but here's the kicker. Those things give us pleasure, not happiness. Pleasure tickles our brain's dopamine button, while happiness lights up serotonin like a shooting star. AlphaLifestyleAcademy.com has dropped some knowledge bombs in their article about the biochemistry of success. They found that super successful folks have serotonin levels through the roof. So we should do whatever it takes to boost our serotonin levels, right? The blue zones of happiness. National Geographic. Those folks who funded the research quest of the world's happiest peeps and the secret sauce to their life satisfaction. Guess what they found? 6 key areas that are like the Avengers of happiness predictors. It's like assembling a dream team for happiness, folks. But wait, there's more. The top 5 places on the happiness charts are Costa Rica, Denmark, Singapore, and the mysterious blue zones. Yeah, I said blue zones. Dan Buettner even made a YouTube video about it, learning from the blue zones of happiness. It's like a treasure map to the secrets of joy. So here's the deal with these places. Well, we've all got something in common. They're living life the way nature intended them to live. Dr. Brian Clement, the wise sage from Hippocrates Institute, spilled the beans. When we thought we could outsmart Mother Nature, that's when things went south faster than a speeding bullet. Now think about it. Ancient cultures have been living by these principles for centuries. And as society advanced, we got grumpier. So there's something to be said for sticking to our roots, folks. But fear not. You don't have to ditch your modern conveniences to find happiness. It's all about embracing those time-tested principles. We've got historical writings to guide us. Take the Bible, for instance. You don't need to be a holy roller to see the wisdom in there. It's like the original self-help book. It's got tips for happiness, getting along with others, handling family drama, and even money matters. And don't think the advice is old news just because it's been around for 2,000 years. Matthew 5-7, we read advice that Jesus gave on how to be happy, how to get along with others, family matters, money issues. Although this advice is 2,000 years old, it's just as powerful and helpful today. Isaiah 48:17 says of our Creator that I am the one teaching you to benefit yourself, the one guiding you the way you should walk. Each of those locations, there are environments and laws that make their situation unique. However, By looking at the principles, we will look at how to apply these principles into our own lifestyle to improve our own levels of happiness. GDP and income. Now, money makes the world go round, they say. It's not everything, but it's sure something. Being broke is like stepping on a Lego. It hurts like hell. Couples argue about money more than anything else. And it's the number one reason for divorce. But here's the kicker. After you hit $75,000 a year in the good old US of A, more money won't make you happier. It's science, folks. You chase your dreams, but don't get greedy. Health and life expectancy. National Geographic went on a wild goose chase to find the happiest, healthiest folks on Earth. Turns out, health and happiness are like two peas in a pod. You can't be happy if you're not healthy. Generosity. Happiness and generosity are like best buds at a party. When you're happy, you are more likely to share the love. Some parts of the world practically breathe generosity. It's in their DNA. As Luke 6:38 says, practice giving and others will give to you. When you live in a culture of giving, everyone in the environment is more giving to each other. Not only helping those in need, but also giving because they feel the joy of giving. There's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. Acts 20:35. America is known to have an independent spirit. However, there are subcultures in America that are very giving of each other. Next is tolerance. Let's talk about the happiest place on earth. No, it's not Disney World, although I bet they're pretty darn happy too. We're talking about the place that's not just happy, but also super chill when it comes down to the differences among people. Now, here's the kicker. Tolerance doesn't mean that you have to agree with everyone. Nope, not at all. You can still spread the love like confetti at a party without giving a thumbs up to their beliefs. Oh, and there's the golden rule. No shame, no easily offended feelings allowed. It's like having a superpower. You let things roll off your back like water off a duck's feathers. Instead, you show love and respect to all the differences in folks out there. So remember, folks, in the quest for happiness, it's all about that love and respect, even when you don't see eye to eye. Social. TV, the internet, and social media. They are double-edged swords. Too much screen time can make you as happy as a kicked puppy. Sure, they've made us feel more connected, but they've also got a dark side. Social isolation. Now, don't get me wrong. Technology's a handy sidekick for productivity, but it's also got a happiness timer. After just 30 minutes of TV, your happiness levels start taking a nosedive. Same goes for social media. But for the first 45 minutes, you're riding high like a unicorn at a rodeo. But here's the kicker. After a full hour of social media, it's like you've stumbled into a room full of wet blankets. Your happiness is toast. The more time you spend on social media, the less happy you become. It's like trying to dance the Macarena in quicksand. It's not going to end well. Now, let's talk about the happiest corner of the world. Family and friends are their VIP guests. Unlike us Americans who wear working long hours as a badge of honor, our pals in Denmark see it as a weakness. They're all about efficiency, so no work socializing or running errands on the clock. They've got their priorities straight. Free time is their golden ticket. Also, they can hang out with family and friends. It's like they've cracked the code to happiness. But here's a little reality check. Money problems are the number one cause for divorce. And guess what's the runner-up? You got it. Long hours at the office. Overworking is like a one-way ticket to divorce court. But here's a juicy tidbit. The U.S. Travel Association spilled the beans. 79% of couples who travel together say their relationship has improved after returning from vacation. It's like a relationship booster shot. And if you want a high-level satisfaction ticket, you gotta clock in 6 weeks a year of vacation time. It's like a happiness prescription you can't ignore. Oh, and if you're itching for insider travel tips, check out jetsetter.alphalifestyleacademy.com. They got a secret loophole inside the travel industry to get the best price guarantee anytime you travel or your money back. Rare, but it's worth it. So here you have it, my fellow adventurers. Remember, balance is the key, and spending quality time with your squad is like finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Trust. Trust is the magical ingredient that makes the world go round. It's like the secret sauce in your favorite chimichanga recipe. You see, ethics and business, they're like the Holy Grail. And trust is the sword that guards it. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's got a rep for being trustworthy as a golden retriever. This guy seals multi-billion-dollar deals with nothing more than a friendly handshake. Now let's talk about the happiest societies on the block. They've got trust oozing out of their pores, like maple syrup at a pancake breakfast. They trust their government. They trust each other. It's like one big happy family picnic. But here's the kicker. Trust is a rare gem in our society. You might not trust your business or government leaders as far as you can throw them. But guess what? There are these cool subcultures lurking in the shadows where trust is the name of the game. Now hold on to your chimichangas again, because we're going to the happiest place on earth, Disney World. Inside those magical walls, trust and respect are like the official currency. You can leave your iPhone or even a diamond ring on the table, and you won't find it magically disappearing like a Houdini act. Nope, they'll mail your stuff back to you faster than a speeding bullet. Outside those magical walls, people might be selfish, as greedy as a leprechaun. But inside Disney, they're considered superheroes. They'll give up their seats for an older person faster than you can say Mickey Mouse. So here's the bottom line, my fellow adventurers. We can create this awesome subculture where trust and respect rules the day. It's like building your own utopias, one handshake at a time. Conclusion. The more people chase happiness, the harder it is to achieve. When we look at the blue zones, where populations have the largest number of people living past 100, they don't try to live healthy or live a long life. They live a longer life because of the way they set up their life. Our mission is to ease suffering by sharing the life-changing advice from some of the foremost experts in their field. Stress, anxiety, and depression is a warning sign from the body that something is not working right. We've talked about the 6 traits, but there are 7 traits of happiness. So I want to invite you to visit traitsofhappiness.com, where we'll dive into these 7 traits at a much deeper level, where you will discover how to set up your life by increasing your happiness. You may not be as happy as you would be if you lived in another part of the world of these blue zones of happiness. However, in your current situation, we can apply these principles into your life. So again, if you're watching this video on our website, you can just scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on the banner, The 7 Traits of Happiness, or you can visit traitsofhappiness.com. Now, I had a blast recording this module for you here today. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next module. Bye-bye now.